I got a eBay purchase recently. I was gonna do an unboxing for you. This is a very anticipated comic for me. It's something I held off on buying for quite a while, just because of the price. But I actually have a pretty interesting story about how I acquired this book and another, well, a couple hundred others, but one of them being of comic significance, or historic significance in comics. And I'll tell you that a little later. But let's get started with this unboxing. I'll be using a CRKT Hitsatsu folder. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but let's get this going. So for the price I paid for this, which is more than I ever thought I would pay on a comic book, hopefully it's packaged pretty well. You will find out. When I lightly shook the box, it sounded pretty solid, so hopefully there's not too much wiggle room in there. Alright. Looks like it's an inside-out FedEx box. Got some bubble wrap with some paper in there. Looking good thus far. Nicely bubble wrap. So this is it's my first CGC book actually. All I've had this size is just raw books. My fourth or fifth eBay purchase for comics at least. And thus far I've been pretty satisfied with the quality of books I've been getting. And I've also been selling books that I've picked up locally on eBay, which has turned out to be a pretty positive experience. A few pitfalls here and again, but overall I continue to do it, so obviously it's working out for me, and here we go. So this is Iron Man CGC Marvel comic number 1. It's off-white to white pages, rated 8.0. Let's get this out of the bag. Here we go. I don't know, for some reason I think this is the first time I've actually handled a CGC book as well. I thought I was going to be more impressed. I don't know. Corners look good. Coloring looks a little yellow, but I really enjoy the artwork here. It's the penciling was done by Gene Colan. I think that's how you pronounce the name. It's an unfortunate last name. But I'm really fond of the color scheme here, the artwork. I like the I didn't realize this, but I kept picking up books that had the same color scheme. I really enjoy like, for instance, I just picked up this book. It's usually I'm a DC guy or a Marvel guy, but I picked up this book just for the cover. It's I think a Bronze Age adventure, The Black Orchid. I was just drawn to the art and the colors, and then I realized it's pretty much the same scheme as the Iron Man. And then I also have a Batman 451 that I framed. Let me put it here on that wall there. And there's my big poster of Iron Man. I got that probably 2 months ago, and then I just finally broke down and bought the actual book. But then I realized the color schemes are pretty similar to that. I guess it's just odd that I'm drawn to purple with yellow and red accents, but for some reason they're just appeal to the eye. But like I said, get this in focus. bring it in for a close look. This is my first high dollar book. I paid just under $600 for this, which is, if I had known, I wouldn't have believed it if someone told me a year ago I'd spend $600 on a comic book. But once it gets in your blood, you know, you just keep upping your price, thinking, you know, it's not bad, or it's a reasonable price for the book. But $600, regardless of how you put it, it's a pretty big investment for a comic. So there we go. And also, I know at the beginning of the video I stated that I acquired this book. I'm going to say basically I got this book plus something that you all might recognize. It's the piece de la resistance of my collection thus far. The condition isn't great, but basically I got this guy for free. It's pretty much a Bronze Age mega key, the holy grail of Bronze Age books. It's a Hulk 181. And as you can see, the spine pretty tore up, a lot of tick marks. There's some rips across the book and some chips out of it. But I bought this book plus about I don't know, 200, 300 other Bronze Age books for $100, and I have since sold a lot of the other Bronze Age books on eBay, to which came up to the sum of about, I don't know, about $800-900, to which I took $600 of that and bought the Iron Man. So if you really think about it, off a $100 investment, I made about $800. And have these two books plus about $200 in the bank. So I still got a little money to play with to broaden my collection. I'll keep you updated on that, but thanks for tuning in. See you later.